Guys, we're about to do a show, and I'm trying to go on Instagram Live to see what we should talk about, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go on Instagram Live right now and see what you guys want us to talk about, because Rudy and I have no idea what we should talk about. So, oh gosh, I got myself a caramel frappuccino decaf. Oh, are we live? We're live. This is so weird. This is like vlogception. So everybody say hi. Are they saying hi? I don't know. Hopefully somebody's saying hi and waving and being extra. Oh, Larianne said we should talk about when you first met Mommy. That's a good one. Alright, so that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the first time Rudy met Mommy. But first of all, we're going to go inside and get ourselves some pizza. Alright, everybody. Say bye-bye to YouTube. Say bye. Wave your hands. Like I say to Jaden, wave your arms all around. Stomp your feet up and down. Bye. Guys, thank you so much. I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye. Love you. Mwah. Alright guys, so we just got the pizza from Outpost. Is it called Outpost?
Outpost Pizza.
Outpost Pizza, yeah, they have really good pizza. And listen, I hope that you guys don't mind, but we about to tear this pizza up. For health and strength and daily food, I give you thanks, oh Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Here you go, sir. Pizza's hot. It's gonna tear up my mouth, but listen, when I'm hungry, I'm no care. Alright, so Rudy, the time when you met you met my mother first. I don't remember you meeting Daddy. All I remember was you asking for my hand in marriage. I don't remember any other meeting before then.
We were dating for at least a week. Probably a week exact, right? I think it was a week exact. Because I asked you out the same day of the West Hill graduation. Not our graduation, but yeah, anyway, we went to West Hill graduation. I went out with you before the graduation. I asked you out. Then a week goes by, and then you're like, we're gonna go over to my house and you're gonna meet my mom.
She's gonna cook your dinner.
Your mom wants to meet you, and she's gonna cook you dinner. So I was like, okay, cool. But like, you know, I think normal guys would probably panic. I mean, not every guy panics about something like that, but they would be a little bit nervous. I think I was more like, okay, cool. Maybe I was thinking more of the food.
You're thinking about the fact that moms love you.
Oh yeah.
Actually, before that, Mommy got a good look at Rudy when I invited him to a concert that we were having. I think this was before we officially started dating. This was probably like in May, and we started dating in June. So I invited Rudy to church because they were having like a youth concert, or probably YWEA, something like that. I invited Rudy to church, and I remember everybody looking at me like, Larianne's bringing another boy to church, because I was that girl. Like, I dated, I used to have boyfriends or male friends, and of course I wanted to invite them to church because I am and was back then a Christian, and I wanted my boyfriend to like know the church that I was going to. And sometimes I just took like a friend. Like one time I took my best friend, and he was a guy. Obviously I said he, so people probably thought we were together, but we weren't. But anyway, I took Rudy to church because we were having a concert, and I wanted him to like get to know my church and stuff, and it was gonna be a good time. So I took him, and you know, it was a casual thing. So he was wearing like a hoodie, and I was probably wearing like a random shirt and jeans. But back in the day, my mother wasn't really a big fan of men who wore hoodies. So when I went home that night and I said, Mommy, that was Rudy. You know, I really like him. Like, we like each other. And it's so weird that I was able to have that conversation with Mommy, because before the boyfriend that I was with before Rudy, I wasn't allowed to date. So it was kind of strange that I was telling her, hey, this is the guy that I really like, and you know, I'm interested in dating him. And she was like, I don't like him.
Your mom didn't like me.
She didn't like you because you were wearing a hoodie. She said you look like a hoodlum. She probably didn't use that word.
My hoodie wasn't that bad.
No, but it was just the fact that you were wearing a hoodie to church. That really, really turned her all the way off.
A really nice white hoodie.
It was a really nice white hoodie, but
super clean. She
probably thought you looked uneducated. You look like a thug. Ooh, a robin red. Is that a what is that? What kind of bird is that?
Cardinal.
Yep, that. So she wasn't really feeling you. So I thought that was really funny. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to prove to Mommy that, you know, this is totally the guy. Because I knew back then that Rudy was the one, okay? Because he was perfect. or seemingly perfect, because nobody's perfect. But from what I had learned about him, he was perfect. And I wanted Mommy to see that too. So a month later.
It's funny because, like, I mean, not to cut this story, but it's just like with my mom's really smart. She'll know when I'm going out with somebody. I didn't have to tell her. But I think with Larianne, I spoke about Larianne way more than I did with my other previous girlfriends to my mother. And my mom just welcomes her to the house with open arms. None of my other girlfriends have been to my house. Ever. None of them. Maybe to visit, but like not while I was there.
Oh.
Yeah.
So then fast forward a month. We had been dating for a week. I had already met Rudy's parents because they were at the West Hill graduation.
Oh snap! Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
You met a lot of my family. You met extended family too.
Yeah, I met everyone that day. It was like a welcome to the family type of thing. So then a week later, after we had our first kiss at Target, you guys already know that story. Rudy comes to the house and Mommy cooked some soup.
Was it soup?
It was soup.
Or
was it Stoopies? It was one of those.
I was wearing a hoodie again, wasn't I?
No, I made sure you were not. It was summer, so you weren't wearing a hoodie. Yeah, I think you were wearing like a gray or striped shirt, something.
Oh, it was striped.
But I made sure that you looked good because I was like, So we all had dinner in the living room and it was nice. I don't remember what we talked about or anything like that, but tell them your perspective.
I can't remember what we were talking about, but everything was smooth. I just remember not really being nervous and stuff because like I said, I think a lot of guys get nervous when they meet parents. Usually fathers more than mothers. Like guys get really nervous about that. I was pretty calm. It was like my second dinner of the day because I probably ate dinner before.
We were hanging out all day.
Were we?
I had gotten
you're right.
Target, yeah.
You're right.
Rudy was the second guy that I took home to my parents or my mother. The first guy, Mommy loved him.
I mean, that's why she didn't like me in the first place.
Well, honestly, let's call him Jack. So he set the standard really high because he was one of those guys that all the moms loved. Like when we used to like.
It was a competition because I want to say that mothers loved me too. I was always very respectful to.
But how many moms had you met? This guy had been through a lot of girls.
Plenty.
So he had met a lot of girlfriends.
The thing is,
mothers.
Plenty of mothers I met. A lot of them wanted me for their daughters, but like I didn't pursue that. Yeah. So I've a lot of moms. A lot of moms probably wish that their daughters were old enough. I know of stories of mothers talking to their daughters about me, asking like, hey, you know, because like their little sisters would be like, hey, your mom's been talking about you on blah 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 blah, blah at the house, and he can. And I'm like, oh, and it's flattering. It's cool. Yeah. That's it.
So I think Mommy had that in the back of her head when she met you.
What?
How he was.
Oh.
How polite he was, how well-mannered he was, and all that stuff. Like she had that. Like that was her standard. This was the first boy Larianne ever brought to the house, and he was perfect.
Oh, he passed the
so if everybody who comes after that needs to be up to par. And so when she saw you in your hoodie, I guess you just mentally, in her head, you just weren't up to par. She was like, no.
That's terrible.
That's why you can't judge a book by its cover, because Rudy is way better than Jack, I'll tell you that. Okay?
Oh, that's nice, thank you.
This guy's mad because he's trying to park and he's gonna hit the car. No, it's not our fault that you can't drive. He's nervous.
He should just go straight back.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you met Daddy?
And that's such. I can't remember, cause like over time I met other relatives. Whenever I met a relative of yours, it's always like quick. Like you have an aunt, Auntie Sadie. Like I meet her like, hi, nice to meet you, and then you guys are like, okay, you're gonna bring her home. I was like, okay. I don't know her, but no,
we didn't say like that.
No, that was a quick version of.
Yeah, but it sounds really bad.
Yeah, but you guys asked me if I could bring her home, and I said sure. I think your dad came down for a job, and we had to go get him. We had to get him at the train station or something like that, if I remember correctly.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, we got him, and then he gave me the hello, Mr. Rudy, hello. And then I can't really remember because he eventually went to work, and I want to say we went and picked him up again to bring him to the train station. So it was brief. And then we really didn't get together until like a certain holiday. Probably was Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Or Christmas or something like that, where we really sat down and we spoke and we talked, we chatted. He didn't really ask me too many questions.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he liked me. Pretty sure. I mean, I'm not too worried. I try to get along with everybody.
Yeah, and Daddy is not really picky. Like, you know, it's either he likes you or he doesn't. So.
Good. I'm glad he likes me.
It's not like he came to me and said, you know what? I didn't like that young man's haircut.
You want a bite?
Yeah. So that's the story. I feel like this was kind of dry. My tummy just made a sound. I think I should have gotten another pizza.
Want to just break it in half? We could take half.
Okay. We can do it.
I'm obviously taking the bigger half.
Because you're older. If it's bigger, it's not half.
Right.
Thank you, Mr. Rooney.
You're welcome.
This is what true love is all about. Sharing pizza. Let us know in the comments what you guys want us to talk about next. You can purchase this hat at www. That's all I gotta say. Love you. Peace. Bye.